Locked up with an Irish skinhead who was no longer racist. He'd grown up in Boston, he'd grown up in racist skinhead culture. That's who he was. It's who he was when he was locked up, and he was locked up a lot. It's also who he was on the street, but then something shifted, and I don't really understand what it was. And first of all, not all skinheads are racist, let's be fair. You have sharp skinheads against racial prejudice, like it's a whole thing, and he wasn't that because he said they were soft, or he didn't use that word, he used something else. But he became what he called a pro-skin, and I don't really understand this, but he was pro-America. That was their whole thing. They weren't racist, they weren't discriminatory, they were just pro-America. I'm not really sure that that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I actually liked the guy, and there were a lot of people on the inside who I didn't agree with on a lot of things. Now, I didn't want to associate with people who were like genuinely racist or genuinely terrible, but at the same time, you got to kind of lower your standards when you're a place like prison because you don't have the best selection. You don't have all the people you can talk to. So I'd play cards with him, I'd lift weights with him because he was one of the biggest, strongest people I'd ever met, and he had, I guess, a good idea how to work out. He definitely taught me some things. But it was a reminder that people aren't just one thing, and that where they come from, they don't have to stay there. They can change, they become a different person, but we always define people by their past.